Hey all, my name is Babbles, and welcome to the video that literally no one asked for, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I think it seems fun. Today I'm going to be ranking landscaping blocks, specifically overworld landscaping blocks. So, where do we begin? Obviously, we begin with grass. Now, grass, pretty standard, super loud, so that's gonna go against it. But it's pretty much just, standard. So we're gonna put this somewhere in the middle. Moving on. Podzol. So this is kind of a variant of grass. Not exactly the same. It's a little more interesting, but also I feel like it's a little bit more limiting. So I think I'm gonna put it near grass, but really just right next to it. And now we go with mycelium. Mycelium I actually really like. I like the purple color. I do think its uses are also a little limited, but I think we'll go here. Now, onto something which was once dirt, but has now turned to grass. Dirt. So, dirt I'm actually going to put down here because, it's useful, it's got its place, but it does turn into grass relatively quickly, which is useful in things like Skyblock. But when you're just kind of building and just wanting to terraform, it's kind of not quite as useful as grass. Which brings us to coarse dirt, which I think I'm going to put here because this is great for when you want something that's got the texture of dirt, but, will stay dirt. And I mentioned Skyblock already, but as someone who loves Skyblock a lot, coarse dirt is extremely useful when it comes to multiplying your dirt. So that one's going to go above mycelium. Next up, we have mud. Mud is going to go, for me, somewhere down here. I love mud. I love that it's kind of gray, kind of blue. I think it can add a lot of depth to a landscape. And I just really like it. So that's going to go up here. Next, we have moss. Moss I like even more than mud. I think it's very useful to have kind of an all-over green type block that's similar to grass, but not exactly. I also love how biome to biome it will stay green, whereas the grass in the savanna has kind of gone a little bit brownish. I think it's very useful for digging holes. It's way up there for me. Now, moving on to pale moss. I'm gonna put this on the other side of mud. I do think it's very useful when mixed with things like stone because it's definitely a varying texture. I like that it's kind of bluish, but I like the color of mud a bit better, so it's gonna go on this side. Next, we've got stone. This one's pretty standard. We'll put it here. It's just kind of basic. Like, not too great, not too bad, just, if you need to cover a big area, it's a pretty good block to go for. So we're going to go kind of in the middle for it. Next, we've got deep slate. I'm actually going to put deep slate, I think, over here. Because it is a cool looking block. I like the colors. I think it works really well with the mud. I can't get over how much of a pain it is to get in survival. And also, I think it's just kind of there a little bit, just kind of plopped. It's great for creating shadows and things, but meh. We'll put it there. Next, andesite. Andesite I think I'm also going to put down here because it's great for doing varying textures and varying colors, but it's also just kind of I feel like its colors are a little bit difficult to match. It's a little bit green, a little bit yellow, which, it's nice to have varying colors, but you also want them to be able to blend with other colors. Next, we're gonna go with tough. I'm gonna put this here. I love the color. I love that we can now make bricks and chiseled tough. I like how easy it is to get, and it blends really well with cobblestone and with the pale moss. So this is gonna go up towards this end. Next, coral. And I'm including pretty much all dead coral in this. It's kind of similar boat to tough, where it just makes a really good variant for like cobblestone and things, so I'm gonna have it over on this end. Next, we've got cobblestone. This I'm gonna put over here. It's fine. It's not as bad as it used to be, but the texture can still be a little overwhelming on the eyes. It is very easy to get, but I'm just nah. It's just kind of like there are other blocks that I would rather use, like the tuff and the coral. But you know, it has its place. Unfortunately for today, that place is down at the end of the line. Next, we have mud. I love mud. I think it is great for paths. I like the sound. It is a little complicated to get, but I honestly think this might be one of my favorite blocks in the game. Both the packed mud and the bricks and all those variants. I really enjoy it, so that's going on this end. And last but not least, sandstone. I'm putting this all the way back here because honestly, with sandstone, I prefer using it in an actual build as opposed to landscaping. And I feel like when it comes to landscaping, it is extremely limited. You really have to be doing a specific kind of biome, that biome being desert, which is already in the game. So just for its limitedness, limitability, inflexibility maybe, I think I'm going to have this down at this end. So here we have it. Here is my final ranking. Down at the bottom, we've got sandstone, then cobblestone, dirt, not grass, andesite, deep slate, podzol, grass, stone, mycelium, coarse dirt, dead coral, tuff, pale moss, mud, moss, packed mud. Yeah, I think I'm pretty satisfied with the way this ranking looks. This would be quite a palette to build with, but I don't know. I don't do a whole lot of landscaping. I'm certainly not an expert by any means, but these tend to be the blocks that I gravitate towards when I do end up landscaping or terraforming. So yeah, I think that my ranking kind of does reflect my build style. So now that I've got mine, what is your rating? Please leave a like if you like, subscribe if you so choose, and comment down below if you agree with my cannot make this clear enough opinion on how these blocks should be ranked. See ya!